Hey, Edwin Wold here again from Can-Am Business Coaching, presenting to you on the coursework for my Business Growth Series. Thanks for joining me for this video. Let's get right to implementing creativity and innovation into your business. Reading the workbook, How to Grow Your Business with Innovation, the Workbook Companion, you'll find the following chapters. Chapter 1, So You Have an Invention. Chapter 2, Analysis First. Chapter 3, You Can Certainly Do This. Chapter 4, Starting with Why. Chapter 5, Knowing When. Chapter 6, Learning How and Making It Happen. Chapter 7, Inventors Are Not Born. Chapter 8, The Road to Success with Innovation. Chapter 9, The Next Level. And Chapter 10, Rolling Up Your Sleeves. Let's get implementing the knowledge we just learned and go over the chapters together now. Feel free to go back and review as needed. Make sure that you understand all the prior content as we go so each book can build upon the previous material. Each workbook chapter, as before, has an introspection section, a taking action section, and some applicable related wisdom I've shared. The goal section is designed to keep you on pace. Chapter 1, So You Have an Invention. Many people have ideas and don't do anything with them. Inventing should follow a process just like projects in a business do. Inventing is not easy and doesn't provide the inventor with instant riches. This book and workbook help to show ways that you can accomplish taking an invention to the market successfully or running an effective R&D department. Let's get rolling. Thomas Edison is an inspiration to us when he stated with humility and determination that I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Introspection. Are you struggling with inventing? Are you struggling to monetize your invention? What do you believe to be causing this? How do you plan to devote the time needed to finish this workbook and implement your learning in practical terms? What time specifically will you devote to taking action and improving your process for inventing and developing your business acumen? Taking action. Successful inventing and business is active. Be active, learn, and implement. Do you have an active spirit? In what ways? Do you procrastinate? How can you change this? Map out your week again on your calendar as to what time you will devote to improving your inventing process and your business. Write it down and stick to it. The goal. Be creative and realistic. Solve problems. Chapter 2, Analysis First. Introspection. What state of completion is your invention in? Have you built a business around your invention yet? Do you regularly seek input from your customers on your products or inventions? How smooth and reliable is your invention development process? Are you making the most of your opportunities? How do you and your team feel about your overall direction? What key challenges are you facing from the list? How do you complete the development of your invention from its current state? What constitutes a marketable product? Do you feel exhausted believing that you're the only one who understands your invention properly? Do you feel inadequate as a marketer? Do you need a creative leap? What does the patent process involve? What do you need to do to license your product? How can you manufacture and ship your product to customers if you want to do so? Inventing and running a business should be challenging, yet fun and rewarding. Never forget this. Taking action. What stage of development is your invention at? Does it satisfy an existing need? How? Do you have a virtual prototype? Do you have a physical prototype? How is the manufacturability of your invention? How much does it cost to manufacture? Is your invention engineered as simple as it can be? If it needs improvements, detail them. How easy is it to use? Assess your competition and their competitive product. Detail and be objective. What is the potential market for your invention? Detail. What is your ideal customer? Detail that. Ask for input from your clients on your product service offerings and look at it objectively. What is the liability involved with your product? Is your invention process smooth and reliable? Draw a process flowchart to determine strengths and weaknesses. What needs to change, improve? List an order of importance. What is your path forward? The goal. Your inventing needs to be efficient and reliable as a process developing quality products. Your business needs to be profitable in order to make the most of your opportunities. You will want to maximize income and minimize expenses to accomplish this. Be attentive to the details so your product or service is well known for quality. Know your path forward. It may not be a smooth road as you begin to clean up your process and business details. Take the feedback you receive to heart. You'll be working with your team to make this happen. Make sure you have a clear direction in your mind and then get buy-in from your team. Let your team know that they are integral to the success of your business. Chapter 3. You can certainly do this. You can do this, so let's do it. Know that many businesses invest in the R&D expecting an ROI. Introspection. Are you positive? Are you intent on being a lifelong innovator from the beginning? Are you courageous? Do you believe in yourself? Are you humble and open-minded? Are you willing to learn as you go? Do you love what you do? Are you ready to make your dreams a reality? Are you ready to live your life to the fullest? Are you focused? Are you willing to do what it takes? Develop a determined mindset and focus on the positive. Taking action. Are you entrepreneurial? How? What makes you a creative inventor? List the reasons why in the space provided. What holds you back from starting a business or holds you back in your present business? What are reasonable timelines to move towards starting a business or beginning your improvements? Who will promote your invention? The goal. Starting with a strong mindset, your ability to invent will improve in reliability and your business will be properly tuned, running smoothly, and making a healthy profit. Chapter 4, starting with why. Introspection. What inspires you about inventing? What inspires you about business? What brings you great fulfillment? What do you believe your purpose to be? What great contributions do you and your inventions and your business give to society? Taking action. Successful inventors know their why. Successful inventors live their why. Do what you love. How do you get meaning in your life? What is your why? Be very detailed. The goal. Be your best version of yourself. Do what you love so it never feels like work. Radiate goodness and strength from the core of your being. Maximize your creativity and be grateful. Chapter 5. Knowing when. Introspection. How do you seize each day and make the most of it? Detail specifically in your book. Are you able to instill this in your team? How? How do you accomplish all you can each day? How does this correlate with your future success? Taking action. For those that have already decided they want to seize the day and start a new business, for example, for promoting their invention, I have provided a pre-starter checklist to follow, as was provided in the previous book. Some of the materials may be replicated slightly between books, such that individuals purchasing one book and not the others will still be equipped with whatever is necessary. Certain readers not interested in topics, for example, innovation, may choose to skim over this book and workbook if they don't find it extremely relevant. But it is wise to at least examine it and see how it may benefit your business to improve upon existing products or to innovate new products. The goal. You will live your life to the best of your ability each day. Thomas Edison also told us that many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. So don't give up. Stay the course to success. Chapter 6, Learning How and Making It Happen. Learning how to be consistently innovative takes dedication. You may or may not want to do the business plan for inventing as a process by itself. Some inventors just choose to read this book for their benefit, so I included it for them. But if you've already done your statement and plan in a previous lesson, then you may just want to add to them as needed. Introspection. Are you an independent inventor? Are you running a business with R&D? Are you intending on licensing your patent rights for royalties? Do you have a licensing agreement? Do you know what royalty amount you'll negotiate for? If you could sell your patent rights outright, how much would you sell them for? Justify your number. Don't just say like everybody else, $1 million. Think it out and back it up. Are you thinking of marketing your invention or having someone market it for you? How? Who? Do you wish to manufacture your invention? If you believe that you do, detail the logistics of manufacturing and shipping to see if you really do. How do you promote education, continuous improvement, and creativity? Steve Jobs inspired us with his quote, "The people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones that do. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice." Taking action. What are the problems in your industry? How are they presently being solved? How can they be solved with innovation? What are your solutions? Brainstorm. How can you leave your competition in the dust? How can you simplify your product? What is the demand for your product or service? What is the supply for your product or service? What are your niches? List them. What will make your business different because you satisfy that niche via innovation? How will it affect your industry to move forward? What will you need to prepare to satisfy the niches as a business? How will you serve the underserved? The goal. Plan and be innovative. Chapter 7, Inventors Are Not Born. This book, as mentioned, is directed to an audience that includes solo inventors and businesses who wish to develop their products through R&D to lead the industry. If you are the latter, then you'll want to train yourself and your team. Some of the exercises may seem unnecessary for inventors if having no team, and the same vice versa. Introspection. Do you see yourself as an inventor? Why? How can you be a great inventor? Are you creative and entrepreneurial? Are you a team player? How? How do you surround yourself with good people? Who do you need to add to your network for the various tasks of inventing or running your business? Taking action. We should all be aware of who we are by detailing our strengths and weaknesses. SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, and trends, is an in-depth examination of the internal and external factors that can influence the performance of your business, both now and in the future. Both you as the business owner, inventor, and your business need to be analyzed in all 4, if not 5, critical SWOT areas. The information you gain from performing the SWOT analysis will prove pivotal as you begin to develop a strategic plan for growing your business. It often serves as a core foundational element for both your marketing and financial plans. This analysis will help maintain business stability over time. Fill out the below SWOT analysis. Be proactive and brutally honest. Personal strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, trends. Trends should be included in here as well, as they can highly influence your business. Business. This portion should take into account your competition. Strengths, weaknesses should be outsourced for quality and efficiency. Opportunities, threats. Innovate to make these opportunities, and trends. Develop your team if applicable to R&D, or if solo inventor, for example, machinist, webmaster, promoter, etc. Only develop safe products. The goal. You will be the leader your team and industry needs. Surround yourself with great people and great teammates. Chapter 8, The Road to Success with Innovation. Inventing or running an innovative business is not for everyone. It is one way of differentiating yourself and your products and services if you're cutting edge. Make sure inventing is a money-making proposition if you decide to make a career out of it. If it isn't, make it a hobby. Inventing and R&D should be budgeted and make a return for you on your investment. Introspection. Will your invention be profitable? Think this through very carefully. Have you done a prior art search on your product? What were the findings? Summarize them. Will your customers recognize the value? How? Taking action. Research the patenting process in detail. Contact your local patent agent or attorney to discuss your project with them. The goal. Know the patent process so you can protect your invention. Know your business. Run it well. Your business plan will be your guide. Be profitable. Chapter 9, the next level. Introspection. What is your plan from here? Detail the steps you use to invent. How can you bring out the individual creativity of the team members and yet stay within a structured process? Are there glass ceilings for yourself or your team that limit your business unnecessarily? If so, list them and provide solutions which you will implement. How will you achieve uncommon results? Review your business plan with your mentor. Taking action. Do your research on your top industry competitors and relate that how you will be a top competitor and ultimately the industry leader. Be the best. Deeply understand innovative companies like Apple. Make notes. The goal. You'll want to have a strong, enabled team. The team will allow you to be a great leader. Be that great leader. Chapter 10, rolling up your sleeves. Inventing is a very emotional career with ups and downs. At this stage, we want to be sure that you achieve a good life balance for the long term. Introspection. Let's ask yourself a few questions for the last portion of this lesson. What does balance mean to you? Is it improving? How can you get better rest? How can you encourage others? How do you prepare to persevere during adversity? How do you track your ups and downs? What signals you that you're going into a down? And what signals you that you're going into an up? How are you preparing for the future? Has it changed during this series? Taking action. Achieve balance. Adjust and adapt as you proceed. The goal. The sky's the limit. Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Thomas Edison. Hopefully you're finding this out in your life. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. As always, I'm happy to answer questions. Ed at canambusinesscoaching.com. The sky's the limit.